Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Raheem Mostert.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
San Francisco.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To George Kittle.
Now, these two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Down San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
George Kittle.
Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is,
and he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Take over, first down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
He's brought down back at the...
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Right there, 54.
Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Here we go. 65.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Garoppolo.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The tackle made by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There on the tackle.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A dump down to McKinnon. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo again. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, I'm coming.
To throw again, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 56.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to get this to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On second down, here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go.
They hand it off to Mostert. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
17 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He'll find Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
He was brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the rookie out of Miami, this is DJ Dallas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Stop your whining.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Gun.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Tyler Lockett, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
56, right there, 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
49ers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Tackle. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
11.
Watch 2. Check. Choose the mark.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Mike 56. Hey, pick your game up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Down right around the 25.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
To Chris Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Check 14. Mike is 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You better bring it.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
12.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the 49ers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.